With silver prices increasing over 3% since Monday and gold up almost 1%, I've received a number of questions and I'm actually starting to wonder out loud, will these Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals really be worth it? I think the good news is that each of us will have to make the decision for ourselves. And I don't mean that as a cop-out, but like always, I'm going to share some thoughts and give you a few things to consider, and ultimately, you have to own your own results. We've already started to receive emails from the dealers trying to get us ready for tomorrow and the next few days, and they're doing a great job of getting us hyped up and ready for it. The question is, with these price increases, does it still make sense? Well, let's start with what I believe will be one of the easiest decisions to make all weekend, and that's my consideration number one. And maybe I should call these the no-brainers. And that's anything that a dealer is offering you at spot price. While it stinks that prices have had a solid increase over the last few days, we can't control that, as your money is made when you buy, not when you sell. So in my world, almost 100% of the time, anything offered at spot is a buy. The only thing I would caution you about is many of the bigger dealers love to do the buy one silver coin at spot and then the rest are at whatever price, which actually leads me to the second consideration I want you to think about. Is it a really good deal or is it just a Trojan horse? Great, you can buy one coin at spot, but if you have to order an additional $170 worth of product to avoid shipping fees, have you really gotten a deal? Or as my grandma used to say, are you going broke trying to save money? And then there's consideration number three, and these are questions I want you to ask yourself. Are you buying this because you're trying to add to your stack or because it's an item you wanted? Or is it a great deal? Or are you buying because of the energy, the excitement, and FOMO? Is this something you really want or something you need for your stack? It doesn't matter where that countdown ticker is on the deal. I need you to pause for a moment and ask yourself some of those questions. We have to remind ourselves that these sales are designed to trigger our emotional centers. And as I've shared, your emotions and your ability to think sit on opposite ends of the teeter-totter. So as one goes up, the other tends to go down. So if you're in a heightened emotional state, you have to find a way to engage your cognitive brain. And those questions, I think, will help you tremendously as you try to figure out, is this something I actually should buy? Consideration number four, premiums versus spot price. By far, this is the most challenging consideration because of these two, which one is more important? Especially when it seems like long-term, both are going to increase. Personally, this is my biggest dilemma as I talk to you right now. Am I better off waiting for a price pullback since silver has had a 3% run up in 3 days and gold a 1%? Or do I bite the bullet and focus on being able to buy at a lower premium during these sales? I've kind of hinted to this in consideration number one because you can't control the prices that you buy at, but you can control how much you spend on premiums based on the sale items. So it seems to me that this is a case of a bird in the hand being worth more. I say that fully expecting that prices will absolutely pull back, and I believe in a significant way. The Elliott wave patterns just scream that a pullback is expected to the $19, maybe even down to the $17 range. But hey, I could absolutely be wrong. So don't listen to me, you need to make your own decision. But here's my ultimate consideration I would just throw out to you. If you're comfortable with your current metal position, I think you can be highly selective over the next few days. If you're still trying to build out your metal position, I would take advantage of the real deals, but I wouldn't push too strong right now, and I definitely would want to keep some dry powder. Consideration number five, how much are you saving for your LCS to spend with them on Small Business Saturday? I know this sounds a little sappy, but yeah, we love these deals from the big online dealers, but we also need to take care of our LCSs. And if we don't tend to our LCSs and take good care of them, the repercussions of not taking care of our LCSs will be tremendous down the road. I mean, who really likes the idea of boxing up all your metals, sending them to an online dealer, waiting a couple weeks for them to evaluate and then cash you out for your metals? Also, make sure you let them know that you're there for Small Business Saturday, and hey, who knows, you might even get some better pricing. Ultimately, this year's Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are far more complicated and nuanced than they were in previous years, where I felt like deals were everywhere, especially with this latest price run up in silver in particular. So when I look at my buying sheet from last year, I bought stuff all week long because there were great deals everywhere. And thus far this year, I've only been able to make one purchase that felt like a great deal. So we will have to see what the next few days hold for us, but no matter what, please don't let the excitement and the energy of the moment and things appearing to be cheap cause you to buy in a way that is incongruent with your buying guidelines, your stacking goals, or your budget. These are the final considerations I want to offer you and encourage you to always stack smarter and never stop learning.